All right, welcome back to Spartan Field at Greenbrier East for today's matchup between the St. Albans Red Dragons and the Greenbrier East Spartans. Red Dragons come in with a record of 4-6. I don't think their record indicates how hard they've played. They've gone through a gauntlet of a schedule, and so I hope the Spartans are not overlooking them just because of the record. The Greenbrier East Spartans do come in today with a record of 9-0. They're on a roll. Thursday night they had a huge game against Woodrow, and next week is a huge game against Hurricane. And so this is the definition of a trap game, a team that I hope they're not overlooking, but one would understand why they are. Again, beating their longtime rival Woodrow on Thursday night 2-1. Luke Dolan with the PK to finish that game off, and then again Hurricane comes in. Hurricane is scoring some goals. My name is Greg Furlong.
And I'm Josh Brothers.
Josh Brothers is joining me again, and so we are super excited to be here. It is blue skies. We are, again, live at Spartan Field. Saturdays in the fall don't get any better than this. We've got blue skies, probably 75 degrees, almost no wind. The American flag is not really moving at all. The Spartans are going to start with the ball, and they're going to go from our right to our left. Spartans over the years, Josh, we've been watching them for a long time. Saturday morning games usually are not their thing. They usually start off, I'm not sure what that was.
Not me either.
That's
a little different.
Literally just a kick down the field to the goal. I'm not sure what that was. All right.
New strategy today.
Yeah, I'm sure it was talked about and discussed. And
good thing is we didn't have to drive today.
Yes, so that is a good thing. Hopefully East will come out a little fired up. I'm going to apologize now, although I'm going to try to call this game as objectively as possible. I am a father. Josh and I are both dads of the two boys on Greenbrier East, so it might be slightly biased. But, again, I'm trying to call it as objectively as possible.
Slightly.
Yeah. I'll call it as I see it, but super excited to be here again. Perfect day. Coach Lucas Lamont's team really comes in on a hot streak, 9-0. They've scored, I think they're 32 goals for and only 4 against, I believe. And so.
Nope, 3.
3 against.
Yep.
I'm sorry, 3 against.
2 against Huntington and 1 against Woodrow.
That's right. And so Cochran has been solid back there. It also helps having the – oh.
What did he say?
30. All right. Having some trouble with the clock. Josh and I are multitasking. We're also the ones in charge of the clock, and then also I'm doing the public address announcing, and so sometimes it's hard to multitask. No worries. If that's the worst thing that happens today, we're doing all right. There's Will Gobby. Will Gobby's getting a start today. That's big for the sophomore against Woodrow the other night. He had a phenomenal game. Really stepped up big on defense. Had a couple big key plays on their top striker to keep them out at bay. And what I was mentioning before about Cochran having such a good season, it definitely helps when you've got Adam Seams, the reigning player of the year in the whole state, in front of you. So that was one of the biggest decisions made over the summer was to move Adam, have him play in the back. And when you put the best player back there, good things are going to happen. Nice pass by Nick White into Drew Beveridge. Great ball up in the air, challenged by Peter Furlong, and goalie makes a nice box-out play. And I believe it's always good to test the goalie early. See what the goalie brought today. Let's see what kind of nerves they have. And so that's a first good shot. It was a good ball inside the box by Nick White. Good movement. Spartan spacing seems to be already better today than it was the other night. The other night, I think it was such a big game. They were so geeked up for it that they lost some of their control and their spacing. It already looks better tonight. I see a lot of triangles out there.
Look at that back line.
Yeah.
There's 5 guys straight across.
So we mentioned this the other night. We'll mention it again probably every game we do. The book is out. There's enough video of the Spartans out there that they like to do the through balls. And so look at this. In their back of the field, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of their field players are pretty much that back line. I've never seen that many people back there, Josh.
No,
that looks crazy. There's a great ball by Dawson into the box. There's Peter Furlong. One times it. Couldn't get over the ball. Great ball by Dawson Trusty. Well done by Luke Dolan to get it over to Furlong. Furlong was just had a man right on his left shoulder and just sent it over. Couldn't get on top of the ball. So that's how they usually go up and over, as you start falling back. So Chase Meach with a nice play to win that ball. That was one thing the other night, Josh, that we saw that sort of bothered me and again made us lucky that we came away with the win was Woodrow won, I would say, 80% of the free balls. And so we're already seeing an improvement today. The few 50-50 balls that we've seen have already been won by majority by East. Seams calls off Beveridge, gets it over to Nick White on the sideline.
I think they look like they're going to be pretty comfortable just packing it in today.
Yep. Yeah, I get it. So Spartans have to figure out a different way to score. Again, the through ball is not going to be there. When they have 9 guys in the back, the through ball is not going to be there. That's going to prevent Albans from having a real good counterattack when you've only got this one. You've only got number 5 up there. So both teams just sort of feeling each other out right now. Shane Dent is that defender. It looks like he's going to be running a lot of back and forth. Oh, see, that's the one kind of thing that could let St. Albans turn it is a turnover and then nobody get back. Will Gobby there turns it around. Yeah, Josh, look at that. They've got 5 guys back.
Straight across, yeah.
Straight across. Adam Seams drops it back. Oh, here we go.
There it is.
See? Oh.
That's okay. That's a
All
good
right.
opportunity.
Yeah. Good idea. Good thought. You'll notice today that the Spartans they drop it back to Joe Cochran a lot. He's got such good footwork back there that he is like having a different, having an 11th field player. Early substitution, Jason Ream coming in for Will Gobby. Nick White to take the throw in. To Luke Dolan.
Oh, good ball.
Good ball to Drew Beveridge. Chase Meja in the middle. Gets it Furlong. Again, those guys along the top are not going to be open. They're going to have their back. A lot of times they're going to have their back to the goal, and they're going to have to distribute that ball. Adam Seams with a nice pullback. Plays it over to Dawson Trusty at center field. Greenbrier has to get comfortable with playing some of these through balls up and over, and they're also taking it to the corners and getting some crosses over. I mean, teams usually pack in the box like that, but I've never seen this many people packed in. Adam Seams with a beautiful ball into the box. Luke Dolan.
He's off.
Oh, they called it off.
Yep.
It's hard to believe that somebody could be off with as many guys that are back there, but we're lucky to have 3 great referees today. You know, I'll be honest, I'm from Delaware, and outside Philadelphia, and West Virginia is blessed with some great refs. They're really high class, high caliber, call it fair. So we've got 3 of the best today. Nick White with a good challenge. Oh. See, it's got to be something like this.
There we go.
There we go. We convert.
Here we go. Oh,
Ball.
just a tad bit too hard.
A little bit
That's
hard.
A great thought, though.
Luke Dolan with a pass into Furlong, a little bit too hard. Goalie punts it. Again, right now Greenbrier East has the sun in their face. There's no wind to talk about, so neither goalie has any advantage with the wind. Just playing with it up top. Shane Dent, I think, is going to put in some miles today, going back and forth, sideline to sideline. If he's the only striker they got up there, it's going to be tight. Good idea, but again, just that one's not hard enough.
Ball movement's good. It's going to come together today.
Yeah, I think so too. And there's going to be some chances. I'll be curious to see how St. Albans scores because, again, there's nobody up there. They've got 9 guys all within 15 yards of each other packed in. They're trying to get Spartans off sides. It's going to take a perfect through ball, a perfect ball over the head.
There's one.
There's a ball. Oh. Off sides. All right. St. Albans seems to be pulling up as soon as it looks like a ball's about to be played. They're doing a good offsides trap where that back line. We can't hear with our headsets on, but they must be communicating very well just because that's 2 offsides where they just pull up and do the trap, and it's taken away 2 good opportunities.
Good flick there by Adam.
Wow. Big ball by Dolan across the field to Jason Ream. Collects it nicely, drops it back to Dawson. See, it's something like this. They've got to be quick. They've got to have those clean passes. Turnover by East. There's so many people within 20 yards on both sides of midfield. It is packed in. St. Albans about to make their first substitution. Tyler Richardson Jr. about to go into the game for the first time. It is just packed in. I hate to say this, and I'm sure our producer Nick is going to yell at me, but this might be a boring game if it's just packed in like this. And again, that's what makes turnovers so important. That's how one of these teams could score, is just a cheap, easy turnover that results into a goal. Otherwise, it is just packed in. Both teams aren't going to give up an easy one.
You're right. Number 5 for them is going to run a lot today.
Yeah. Oh, good ball by Nick White to Drew Beveridge down the line. Stays in, keeps it in. All right, got away a little bit from Drew Beveridge, but should have a nice throw in here. Ryan Wagner collects the ball. This is where I think our best chance to score is. From this far out, you got to shoot it and crash the net and get a rebound. All right.
Okay.
All right.
It was on goal?
Yeah, it was on goal. Good shot again. Test the goalie.
There you go, Dawson.
Dawson with a nice play. St. Albans goalie looked very comfortable on that. I don't think it's going to be real easy to get one by him today. He seems very comfortable back there. It was a good pump fake by Chase and got the defender in the air, and then he was able to get a couple yards closer to the net. I'd really like to see East go take it to the corner and get across. That I think is how we're going to score today. Some through balls or balls over their head I don't think are going to work. They're ready for it. They've got so many guys back. Ball goes to Chase. Chase tries to flick it in. See? Turnover. Oh. Furlong fights for the ball. St. Albans had a little bit of a bad touch there. Again, that's the kind of thing that I think is gonna how these teams are gonna score. Someone's gonna make a mistake, and who can capitalize on it. Wagner gives it to Meja. East has great possession of the ball.
Here we go.
Tolliver in the corner, gives it a great cross. Just behind the net. Coach Lucas Lamine would love to see that about 6 or 8 yards out from the goal line, but he did have 2 guys right on his back. Nick White getting a breather from number 1, Andrew Holt, freshman. Spartans do play a couple freshmen in their lineup on a regular basis. Andrew Holt is one, and then Noah Edwards is the other one that regularly sees action. Good step by Drew Beveridge. All right, good physical soccer. Tolliver comes away out of the pile with the ball. Oh, taken back by Benjamin Blackwell, a senior, able to take that. I'll be curious to see if Coach Lamine changes anything up to see if there's a different way we can score goals. I think it's smart to do what we do and not really alter our game at the beginning, but at some point they might have to try something different. So we'll see how that strategy changes. It's funny, St. Albans does not seem real eager to score.
No, I don't see much attack on there.
No. So Tyler Richards. Oh, there's
on.
A ball into Chase Meja. He's on sides. It's off the post, out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. But great ball by Adam Seams. Great try by Meja. Goalie had good position. Goalie had a good angle on the ball and was able to force Meja wide. Tried to hit the inside post, and it just went on the outside of the post, out of bounds for a goal kick for St. Albans. All right. It's a good shot. It's a good chance. Meja comes back.
I think the through ball is going to be there. Some. It's got to be in the air, though.
Right. Oh, good idea. A little too hard, Tolliver. All right. But again, look, St. Albans it's not like they're transitioning and all of a sudden bringing 6 guys back up on offense. They're going to count on their top 2 or 3 strikers to get those opportunities. Usually a nice pullback, crosses it over to Beveridge. Andrew Holt collects the ball, drops it back to Seams. Seams is so good with those long balls. He's always looking for that opportunity, always looking to see if he can catch the defense off. Josh, what would you say possession has been? Greenbrier East, 80%?
95.
Yeah, I mean, they're controlling the ball. They've had the one real good opportunity.
I think this is about the only time the ball's been down on this end of the field.
But look how St. Albans is down there, and there's really not that many people up. So this is where Seams is dangerous. He likes to look ahead and get that ball going, get it to the fast strikers, get it to Dolan.
I will say St. Albans did a good job working the whole team up the field.
Great ball to Luke Dolan by Chase Meja. Dolan, a little bit of trouble reeling it in, but all right. St. Albans has a little problem holding it, but that was a great ball by Meja up to Dolan. All right. The other freshman on Spartans is Noah Edwards. He's about to go in. St. Albans with a shot.
Kid's got a big leg.
He's got a real big leg. That was probably 40, 45 yards out, but caught Cochran's attention. Edwards is going in for Tolliver. I wouldn't say it's hot. It's certainly not hot up here in the press box, but I'm guessing down on the field it is warm and it's bright sun. There's not a whole lot of shade out there, and so fatigue will come into point at some point in the game. I'm not sure how deep St. Albans goes on their bench. There's another great ball by Adam Seams. He's off. All right, it's a good try. It's a good try. He was not off by much, but I do believe he was off.
About a body.
Good run by Meja.
One body.
All right. Good try. St. Albans with a big kick out of the back. Seams heads it over to Trusty. Edwards, who just came in, drops it back to Ream. Ream sends it all the way back to Cochran. Cochran's very comfortable with the ball back there. Adam Seams comes wide. Andrew Holt plays it back to Seams. Tyler Richardson getting in his steps. Oh, turnover by Dawson. Turnover by Trusty. Didn't do much with it. Seemed like there was an opportunity for St. Albans to really push the ball and do a counterattack, but Benjamin Blackwell wanted to try it from 40 yards out. Here comes Beveridge with a nice turn. Ryan Wagner collects it and sends it all the way back to Seams. Trusty's got to be a little bit more careful with that ball. That could have been bad if Blackwell really wanted to push it. He could have. They got to watch offsides. Furlong was off. Meja can. All right, that's good. Pressure by Furlong on the defender. Defender just kicks it out of bounds. Jason Ream taking the throw. I don't like that throw. Throwing it at a guy's waist and it's just hard to collect it with somebody right on your back.
From 5 feet away.
From 5 feet away, yeah. I'd prefer Woodrow. Shamad on Woodrow Wilson the other night could throw it from the sideline all the way to the far post. I wish the Spartans had somebody that had that kind of throw. That was impressive, and it's almost like a corner kick. No, Edwards on the sideline. It's going to be East throw. 2 substitutions coming in. Nick White coming back in and Ryan Godby coming back in. Godby showing again some of the versatility of the Spartans, going back into more of a center midfield position. He started the game at right defensive back, and so he's got the ability to play multiple positions, which so many of these Spartan players do. It's almost like St. Albans is lulling us to sleep, lulling the Spartans to sleep, just not letting anything happen. Spartans, I know we're going to get frustrated because we're dominating possession, but we're not getting those good chances. Nick White passed to Dolan. Dolan tries to get it off, tries to get it in the box, goes back out to Dolan. He drops it to Nick White. Nick White sends it into the box. There it is. Oh, deflection. Good try. Those deflections, I said it the other night and I'll say it again. Good things happen when you get in the box. And so that's what you got to do. That's what happened the other night against Woodrow. We got a PK out of it. Nick White a little too far. No, Dolan saves it. Reminder that the ball has to go completely out of bounds before it's ruled out of bounds. Crowd's starting to fill in. We had an incredible crowd the other night. Drew Beveridge with a through ball to Meja. Meja taps it, tried to tap it to Furlong. I like that kind of through ball. One, like bam passes. I think that might catch him off guard. So the crowd is filling up. As I was saying, we had a record crowd at Spartan Stadium on Thursday night for the Woodrow game. We've got another fantastic crowd. This community really supports the Spartans. I don't know what you'd rather be doing. Oh, good idea by Godby. Try to get it to Furlong on the through ball. That was a good idea, just a little bit more towards the goal than he wanted. Adam Seams wins another free ball. So different story tonight with the 50-50 balls.
Their goalie's got great technique on his goal kick.
Yeah, no, he's good. We're not going to get an easy one on him, I don't think. Meja at midfield, scanning the field. Nick White making a run on the left-hand side. Goes unused. Oh, feet get tangled up. Mason Ekstrom draws the foul. So this is going to be St. Albans' kick. Every once in a while you have a little bit of breeze that I would say right now favors St. Albans. A little bit at their back. Great ball into the box. Adam Seams collects it again. He's had a bunch of head ball wins on these 50-50 balls already today. He plays it to Dolan. Dolan takes it down the side. Furlong tries to turn but gets away from him. Seams points one way and goes the other. Greenbrier doing their nice triangle drill, keeping the possession, trying to advance it. Again, you get to midfield and you come up against 7, 8, 9 defenders.
That's a good run by Nick White.
Good ball by Nick White. Great left foot ball to Dolan. Dolan dancing around the ball, seeing if he can get by him. He does get by him. He's now in the box. Cross to Noah Edwards. Got to get a shot off here, fellas. Noah Edwards holding it. Drew Beveridge got knocked down hard from behind when the ball wasn't being played, but it's going to be an East throw-in. Adam Seams has it about 40 yards out. He's known to shoot these and make them. He goes far post to Furlong. Furlong's not able to get enough of his head on there, and it goes off out of bounds. Carter Tolliver coming back in for Furlong.
Yeah, I think Peter needs a breather.
Yeah, a lot of runs, a lot of diagonal runs, a lot of action up there with no results yet, but we're still early. We've got about 15 minutes left in this first half. St. Albans just boots it down into the Spartans box and nobody's there. They've got nobody there. I'm not sure what their strategy is today, Josh.
I'm not sure either.
But to their credit, it's 0-0. They're hanging with the 6th-ranked team in the state, and so maybe their strategy is, hey, let's just keep it 0-0 as long as possible, and then something happens in the second half. My guess is with as little pressure that St. Albans is putting on the Spartans attack is they may – oh, good idea by White. My guess is at some point they're going to pull Adam Seams up. Greenbrier has several other capable defenders to play center back. Seams just makes things happen on the offensive end, and so at some point they're going to move him up, see if he can make something happen.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, they've got so many kids that can play so many different positions.
Again, like we talked about the Woodrow game, we're very versatile.
Absolutely. So almost just playing keep away. Both teams, I'd say 90% of the action has been in the middle third of the field. Spartans have had a couple good opportunities, but nothing too strong that wasn't offsides. And I'd say St. Albans really hasn't had a solid scoring opportunity quite yet. Cochran's touched the ball a couple times, but nothing of any real risk of going in. St. Albans tried a through ball. It gets all the way back to Cochran. So we would like to say thank you to all our sponsors. This broadcast is being viewed all over the country and the possibility of all around the world. And so I know there's parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends all over the place watching this. I know Bill and Cher down in Naples have their eye on this. And so I know there's a lot of people that appreciate this broadcast. They're able to be here. They're not able to be here in person, but they're able to get a good feel of the game. And so we appreciate all our sponsors making this a possibility. We appreciate Video Productions for making it so easy for us to broadcast these games. They're a first-class organization, and it's been fun. Great control by Nick White off his chest. Well done. I mean, I've never seen a strategy quite like this. They are perfectly content with just, yeah, they just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys all within 10 yards of each other. It's got to be something like this. Oh, where it gets through. Drew Beveridge getting boxed out. Couldn't tell what
Corner
number.
kick.
Good. It was a corner kick. Good ball by Tolliver to get it in there. That's what I think is going to happen. Is it just you're going to have some through balls. There's going to be so many bodies in there. Someone's going to swing and miss. Someone's going to misplay it, and it's whatever team's the first one to capitalize on it. Tolliver does some great corner kicks. Ball goes up in the air, nice and soft. Oh, it was perfectly placed, far post, exactly where Coach Lamont would want him to have it. And there was nobody there. Went over one player and just out of the reach of another, and so that's a shame. It was a perfect ball by Tolliver. Wagner and Furlong going back in. Furlong going in for Dolan and Wagner going in for Godby.
Ten minutes.
Just about 10 minutes left in the first half.
Oh, it's a good opportunity here.
Good trap by Furlong. Wagner, top of the box. Tolliver looked like he had his back of his. Tolliver wins it back. Tries to get in the middle and no one's home. St. Albans just kicks it out and doesn't quite get to Joe. Not quite. Like to see Edwards come back to that ball a little bit more. Probably could have used a little more pace to get it to him, but either way, St. Albans gets it and just sends it down into the box for Cochran to get it rather easily. All right. Ball stays in. It was on the verge of going out. There's Mija. Mija's going to send it over to Nick White. Nick White coming down. Furlong gives it right back to him. Side ref looked to the center ref to get verification, and it was Greenbrier's ball. Drew Beveridge with some space, finds Tolliver. Tolliver thought about sending it to Peter Furlong down the field, but pulled it back to Wagner. Now East is just going to play a little bit more keep away.
That's definitely been the name of the game today.
Absolutely. There's
There
the
it
ball. There's a ball into Jason Ream coming in hard.
Get the cross
See if he
off.
can get a cross off. Great ball by Adam Seams to Jason Ream coming into that far corner, the far top corner of the box. Jason Ream has a heck of a throw. Adam Seams says, you know what, I'm coming up. He's got to be careful, but again, he's one of the smartest players in the state. Nick White sends it into the box. No one's there. Furlong trying to keep it. Furlong is able to get it, cuts it back in, but again, there's no space to work. St. Albans just has so many guys back there that as soon as you cut back in and you think you've got 2 or 3 yards of open space, they've got somebody there, or maybe even 2 guys there. St. Albans just kicks it out. I'm not sure.
They called offsides.
Somehow must have been offsides. Coach Wagner telling Edwards and Furlong they need to be a little bit more active. It's tough to know where to go just because there's no open space. Usually when you're playing striker or attack, you see a lot of open grass, and that's where you want to go, but there's literally no open grass. That was a heck of a free kick by St. Albans. Gets it all the way down into Spartans territory. Adam doing a great job defending him. Turns it around. Unfortunately, trips over the ball, and it's going to be a corner kick. St. Albans with 2 substitutions coming in right before this corner kick. Got Braxton Smith and Ernest Williams coming into the game. Both are sophomores.
St. Albans first corner of the game.
First corner, let's see what they can do. Ball into Cochran. Oh, Cochran somehow doesn't get that. Gets it out. Not sure what happened there. Look, almost. Oh, I did not see that. I think that foul was on. Oh, stop the clock. I think that foul was on Mija. Josh, did you see anything?
I did not.
It just looked like
he just fell down.
Yeah, maybe their feet got tangled, but certainly nothing intentional. There was no scoring opportunity. Benjamin Blackwell is going to take the penalty kick. Again, Joe Cochran in goal for the Spartans. Nick, if you could cue up a replay there, I'd love to see what happened there. That did not look worthy of a penalty kick in a close game like this. Here comes the replay. Corner goes out. All right, Blackwell about to take the PK. Cochran ready. And he misses it. He misses it. He misses it wide right. Kicks it wide right. I don't think Cochran got anything on it. I think I heard it hit the post. But either way, here comes a replay here. I can't tell if Cochran hit it. I don't think he did. No, he definitely didn't because it's a goal kick. But he was there. If that ball was going to be inside the post, Cochran, I think, was there. And
I agree.
So, good guess. As a former goalie, I'll tell you, all you can do is guess. When you get to this age, all these players are too good and hit it too well, too strong to. So you need to just guess. Here comes St. Albans on an attack. Jason Ring. Oh, Mija comes across out of nowhere and clears it. The switch that we anticipated happened. Chase Mija is now playing center back. Adam Seams is playing an attacking midfield position. We're lucky we are right above both coaches, and so we can hear their encouragement to the other players. So this is corner kick. Not sure what happened. I'll have to talk to Cochran after the game on that last one. It almost looked like he was a volleyball player going to set it. It just looked weird. I don't know if he should not have been looking into the sun on that last one, and so we'll see how we handle this one. East has everybody back in the box. Ball goes far. Adam Seams gets up over everybody. Carter Tolliver doing a little juggling act with his, looking for the support. Furlong's there. Whoa. I don't know how that was called a white kick. All right. Refs are human. If that had happened on the other side, there would have been about 200 refs on that side of the field disagreeing with that call. Mija and one of St. Albans guys get tangled up in the box. Mija fell. There goes Furlong on a good ball by Seams. Gives it back to Seams. Seams, this is where he's so dangerous. He can get open in a very small, tight space.
About 3.5 to go.
Just over 3.5 to go. I would say if this game goes to halftime 0-0, St. Albans would be thrilled. Spartans would not be thrilled.
I agree.
I think St. Albans' record is a little deceiving. They've played some really good teams, some of the best teams around the state. They've lost to them, but they've beaten a lot of the teams that they should beat. And so they're definitely a good program. They're definitely a good team. Seem to be very well coached. Whatever their strategy was, they're sticking to it. They really haven't changed their strategy at all today. Jason Ream with the ball to Nick White. Nick White gets challenged and goes out of bounds. Ernest Williams drops it back. Turnover. Here comes Adam Seams. This is where he's so dangerous. He sends it. Tries to send it up to Mija, but so here's another switch. They put Furlong back in center back, and Mija up there. Coach Lamine is doing everything he can to get a goal. This is where you got to be careful. When you take Seams out of that space. It's Ryan Wagner. They've moved Dawson Trusty up. Okay, we are moving everybody around.
Yeah. Versatility.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes remaining. Both teams are going to be patient. I hate when a sport comes down when a game comes down to a mistake, but it's going to be who's the first team to make a mistake. Good ball by Furlong into Dolan, just outside the box. Dolan tries to corral, but he can't, but it is a corner. Luke Dolan getting ready to take it. Spartans only have a couple guys in the box. So a great ball to Mija on the far side. He heads it back. Oh, just over the far right-hand post. Good effort. Great ball by Dolan. Good effort by Mija to get that ball up. Mason Ekstrom is checking back into the game for St. Albans, putting him up top. Big ball by St. Albans. Furlong trying to win it, keeping it in bounds. Does keep it in bounds. Got just about 30 seconds. Both teams would love to. He just tries to get it up to Adam Seams. He just makes so much happen and puts so much pressure on the defense. I don't care how many people. Oh, Tolliver almost able to get it. Goalie falls on it. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halftime. All right, our score at halftime again is 0-0. Not a whole lot of opportunities on either side, but just a good battle, and see which coach can make the best halftime adjustments to pull out the win. We will see you in a few minutes. Josh, anything to add?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Enjoy. East. Hope everyone enjoyed halftime. Those at the game are lucky enough to get some Ben Ellen donuts that are usually only available during the West Virginia State Fair here in Fairleigh. We're lucky enough they're open today for
6 o'clock.
Till 6 o'clock at the fairgrounds. Good to know. They are delicious. Josh will be back on the microphone as soon as he's done his Ben Ellen donut. Doesn't look like St. Albans has changed any of their strategy. St. Albans tries to find the through ball up there to number 5. I think that's the first time 5 has run offensively. He's been running back and forth on defense, but across the back line, we've got Gabi playing right defense, Drew Beveridge playing center back, Dawson Trusty left center back, and then Nick White left back. In the center, we've got looks like Chase Mija and Ryan Wagner in the center, with Luke Dolan and Carter Tolliver playing the wings. Adam Seams playing up. Oh, there's that kind of through ball. All it takes is one. Seams not quite able to get there. Good effort, good ball. That was almost what we needed.
That was close.
Yeah. Ball gets up to Furlong. St. Albans just kicks it out. No attempt at all to keep it in. Carter Tolliver throws it in, and then Furlong gives it right back to him and sends it across. Shane Dent chasing it down in the backfield. Luke Dolan saves it from going out of bounds, gets it right to Adam Seams. Adam Seams trying to find Tolliver on the far side. Oh, there's a handball that goes uncalled. Okay. He didn't quite swing and miss. He swung, hit it, sort of deflected, hit right off his hand. Goes uncalled. Ryan Wagner trying to keep it in, kicks it out of bounds. Oh, Lucas saw that went off White. I didn't, but Lucas did, and the refs agree. It was white ball, or green ball. Gabi throws it in the chase. Similar spot the other night.
Another good opportunity there.
Good opportunity. Yep. Just keep sending it in the box, and with Seams, Furlong, Dolan there in the middle, good things are bound to happen.
Good things definitely happen when it goes in the box.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's what they got to do. That's how you break this kind of defense. Adam gives it right to Furlong. Furlong gives it back to Seams. Seams drops it into Tolliver. Tolliver's on the right-hand side, crosses it, tries to get a cross off. Didn't get as much on it as he had hoped, and goes out of bounds to the right. Goal kick, St. Albans. Goal kick comes up. Will Gabi plays it well with the head ball. I think Lucas talked to the boys about winning the free balls. There's a noticeable difference. That's off. No. Yeah. I appreciate Benjamin's Blackwell just throwing it quickly, but that doesn't mean it's right. Gabi gives it to Carter with some fancy footwork. Switching fields, giving it over from Beveridge to Trusty, now to White. Mija in the middle, looking for that ball, gets it to Furlong, tries to get it to Furlong, isn't quite able to get it over Jacob Shanklin's head. Gosh, I don't want to question another team's strategy, but boy, do they seem perfectly content with coming out of here with a tie.
Yeah, I think so as well.
they're running Shane Dent. Shane Dent just had a nice run, but he had 4 defenders on him, and there's all 4 defenders can convene on Dent just because there's nobody else to guard. There's nobody else up there.
He just played one off the ground. That should have been a penalty as well.
Blackwell gets the ball, sends it into Dent. Dent's got 3 guys on him. Here's Seams. Seams gets it out to Godby. Looking for some forward momentum. Brady Blackwell playing nice and aggressive. Looks like it's his turn to run side to side. Trusty kicks it right off Blackwell. That's the kind of mistake that Greenbrier has to avoid. Passes like that. You can't do that. I would say if Vegas put odds out on high school soccer, that the East would have been favored by probably 2.5 goals. Oh, great touch by Seams. Just a little bit out of the reach. Saying Furlong was off, but I don't see how that's possible. Again, refs have a better angle than I do, but it seemed like when the ball was played, Furlong was well on sides. Oh, here we go. Tolliver was back to the goal. Kicks it off of Blackwell. Big throw by Tolliver into Furlong. Furlong tries to gather it. Makes a cut up. All right. It's going to be green throw. This is where we could use one of those throws that can get it all the way across far post. My high school team, Josh, we had a kid, Chris Davis, that did one of those flip throws.
Yeah, when I was in high school, we had a kid, Jeff Richards, that did the same thing.
Yeah, it was amazing. He could throw it on a rope to that far post, and can't tell you how many opportunities that created. Wagner throws it into Seams. Seams trying to collect it, fighting for it. It goes back out of bounds. It's going to be another green throw. Coach Todd Wagner puts his hands up, wondering how that wasn't a foul. Seams, again, in such small space, is so good at winning the ball. He gets tripped. No call. Not sure how that happened. Okay. Another no call. It wasn't in the box. It was right outside the box, but boy, would the Spartans love a free kick from that corner. Oh, bad bounce. Seams is there. Seams tries to get it up. Oh, goalie made the original save, and one of his 8 defenders clears it out of the box. Luke Dolan wasn't quite able to get there. Luke had the far post covered. Results into a corner kick. Tolliver taking the kick, sends it deep into the box. Dolan there, one-times it. Oh, tried to one-time it. Had a guy on his back. Not quite able to connect, but this will be another corner. So it's going to be Dolan's turn to take the corner from this side. Take enough chances, bound to go in. Dolan with a shorter, more line drive kick. Let it go out of bounds. We're going to try it again. Let's see if we can get this ball up in the air a little bit more. East has 4 guys in the box. Far post. Adam Seams goes up. Oh, look at this hustle. Look at that hustle, Josh.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Let's keep it in here. Oh. Drew Beveridge collects it. Sends it up to Tolliver. Tolliver megs the defender. Tolliver, no call there. Tolliver staying with it hard. There's Blackwell with a good through ball attempt. Meja just kicks it back to Cochran.
I think that's their
reset.
I think that's their goal, is hopefully they have a counterattack and we get sloppy on something.
Yeah. Just somebody going to make a mistake.
That is another handball.
Another handball uncalled. Not sure what's going on. All right. Harmless through ball, played much too hard. That gets to Cochran. Godby plays it over to Meja. Meja switches field, gets it to White. White comes towards the ball. Mija goes back to Mija. Mija's coming back to the right-hand side of the field for the Spartans. Soft ball. Godby, good job coming back to it. Drops it back to Trusty. Trusty looking ahead. Sends it to Furlong. Again, as soon as you get it, you've got two guys right on your back. Mija, nice little pullback. Gives it to Seams. Seams drops it in. Carter Tolliver coming in. It's right outside the edge of the box. Carter sends across in. The goalie's able to keep it. The goalie's able to get it. Good job. Good ball by Seams. Good ball by Tolliver. Mija with Mija would love to have that back. He usually crushes those. Several substitutions for both, or one for the Spartans. Freshman Noah Edwards going in. St. Albans with 3 subs. St. Albans seems to be going pretty deep into their bench. Goal kick, St. Albans. Ekstrom tries to collect it, but unable to. Oh, all right.
We look tired today.
Braxton Smith, little trouble collecting the ball and just kicks it out of bounds. I agree. This is pure trap game. You were so jacked up and ramped up for Woodrow. Oh, Seams at the top of the box. Seams gets a shot off. Blocked by Hayden Lane. Still in the Spartans half of the field. Nick White sends it up to Furlong. Furlong sends it off to Luke. No, yeah, I was going to say, if you haven't called some of those other ones, you can't call that one. Mija tries to get it to Seams. Not able to do it. Blackwell charging, trying to make Spartans make a mistake. Good effort by Spartan. Good ball by Will Godby up to Peter Furlong. Peter Furlong just out of his reach. That was a good ball by Godby. Furlong lets it go. Taps it to Seams. Again, there's just so many guys there. Not able to get anything going. Seams gets the ball back again. He's about 40 yards out. Fakes the shot with his right foot. Brings it back. Crosses it over. Dolan tries to play it into the box just a little too hard. Alex Mitkiv, I believe that's the goalie. I think he's wearing number 12, Josh. He handles that one easily.
Yeah, he's done a good job today.
He has. We haven't had incredible shots on him. He hasn't made any unbelievable saves, but he's made the ones that he's been presented with. And 21 with a nice move. Takes it back. Takes it from Nick White. Nick White says, "Not so fast, my friend," and goes and gets it. Luke Dolan cuts it back in. Sees Noah Edwards making a nice run. St. Albans heads it to the keeper. Keeper bowling ball rolls it out to the left-hand side. Blackwell sends it up. Blind pass. Beveridge is able to pick it off. Seams, nice little pass from Seams to Beveridge. They've been playing soccer together for probably 14 years. At some point, Spartans are going to get frustrated. They just keep knocking on the door and not able to do anything. Noah tries to go up for it. Noah's fighting for it. Blackwell with Godby on his back. Noah Edwards fights for it. All right. Off Godby's backside. We've got a couple subs here. Jackson Whitlock going in for St. Albans, and Jose Martinez going in for the Spartans. All right. Godby tried to keep it in. Goes out. St. Albans throws it in and goes out. All right. Ooh. Ball boy with an errant throw and hits St. Albans coach. He looks to be all right. Chase looking up. Oh, man on. Soft pass by Mija to Seams. It's got to have a little more oomph when you're sending the ball in the middle of the field, even if it's not in your own defensive end. That's the kind of turnover that St. Albans is looking for. And that's what we have to avoid. No Edwards and Jose Martinez crossing. Luke Dolan gets it out a little bit further. St. Albans swings and misses, but nobody's home in the middle. They just boot the ball out to Trusty. Trusty gathers it. Sends it up to Mija. Mija's, again, looking for that through ball. It's just not there, guys. We're going to have to try something else.
Or it's got to get higher.
Yeah, or higher. The wind's a little bit picked up a little bit behind the Spartans' back. We just keep trying that same thing. Again, I know I've seen it more than anything is you see the ball go up to Adam Seams and he's got to make something happen, but as good as he is, there's still so many people around him. He finds himself with space now at midfield, sends the ball to Jose Martinez. Jose has speed. He's going in the right side. Ball goes into the box, out of the box. Now he's on the right-hand side. He tries to drop it back. We're going to stop the clock. The center ref is going to have a conversation with Lucas. Lucas did not think that call, that there should have been a card. Lucas is given a yellow card. I agree. Jose had two guys on him, and they both took him down. You could have called a foul on either one of them. I don't think it was in the box at that point, but still, this East team would love to take any chance, any free kick from just outside the box that they can get. I think Lucas is getting frustrated. This is what happens when a team just brings everybody back. We're used to scoring 5 or 6 goals a game, and it's 0-0. So he's got to be frustrated.
I think he just took one for the team there, trying to get his boys fired up as well.
I absolutely agree with that, and you got to do what you got to do. And let's see if it works. This game was originally supposed to be varsity second. So JV first, varsity second. And there was a schedule change. Spartans, we've seen over the years, Josh, Spartans on Saturday morning. Oh, there's the turnover we might be looking for. Dolan sends it into Seams. Seams dancing with it, trying to find open space. Sends it back to Nick White. White to Dolan, to Seams. Shot from the far post. Oh, trying to get that far post. Great idea. Midkiff, that was the first time I think he's had to go to the ground. That was a heck of a shot. That was good passing by White, Dolan, and Seams on that far side of the field. Going up the left-hand side. Seams found himself with probably about 5 yards of space, which he has not had all day today, and was able to get a shot off. That's what you got to do. And again, it was a result of a turnover. Pressure created a turnover. Jose Martinez trying to make the pressure. Ryan Wagner comes in and cleans it up and just kicks it out. Ball goes harmlessly out of bounds. St. Albans with a throw down their left-hand side of the field. Again, St. Albans going to our right to left. East going left to right. Cochran doesn't get a whole lot on that one. Trickles over to Nick White. Nick White gets it up to Dolan. Dolan tries to one-time it up to Noah Edwards. Noah sends it up. It's a good idea. Most teams we play against, there'd be an opportunity there, but against St. Albans, they've just got so many guys back. They've got 9 guys playing back, one person up. Great job by Bobby using his body to shield the defender. Just gets it out. Ryan Widener is able to save it. Gets it over Adam Seams. Good effort there. Several good individual efforts there. Seams gets it over to Mija. Mija gets it to Dolan. Here we got some momentum. Great ball by Dolan to Adam Seams. Adam Seams in the box. He scores right down the middle. That's what we needed. Great passing. It all started with incredible individual effort back here by Drew Beveridge. Boxing out, using his body, gets it over to Ryan Wagner. Wagner to Seams. Seams to Dolan. Dolan I'm sorry, Wagner to Mija, Mija to Dolan, Dolan to Adam. Adam, you give Adam the ball, 12 yards out, he's not going to miss. All right. Crowd's getting a little fired up now. This is hopefully where Greenbrier East pulls away. Spartans goal scored by number 3, Adam Seams. Assisted by number 12, Luke Dolan.
Now I'll be anxious to see how St. Albans reacts.
Yeah.
To see if they stay back or if they're.
Yep, me too.
I'll be attack.
I'll be real curious to see if they tie this up. They've already got more guys in our third of the field than they've had all game. They've got 5 guys up there now, which we have not seen. We're just under 21 minutes remaining. Oh, here we go. Seams with the ball at midfield. Touch got a little bit away from him. Ryan Wagner with a slide tackle comes in. It was perfectly clean. He played the ball. The St. Albans defender. That wasn't a foul, right? That was
no.
Just ball went out of bounds.
We kicked it out of bounds just because they had injured players.
Okay. Connor Dye went in strong, as did Ryan Wagner, and Connor comes up a little sore. Looks like he's holding his back a little bit. He's wearing the captain band. Josh, I think your question is answered. They've already got 5 guys up that they have not had nearly that many people up today. So this could be good for St. Albans to counterattack and try to tie it back up, or this is where East says, you know what, you're going to give us easier chances to score and work those through balls, and we'll see what happens. Jason Ream plays it back to Trusty in the middle. Trusty coming in, gives it to Wagner. Wagner had the turn, but drops it back to Mija. Mija fakes it like he's going to Adam. Adam draws so much attention. When he's in the middle like that, he just had 3 guys right on him. St. Albans plays it in. Drew plays it wisely to Jason Ream. Jason turns. Plays it to Mija. Mija drops it to Ream.
Handball number 5.
Oh, I didn't see that. All right, St. Albans plays it up. It's Brody Engelkheimer playing up top. He's in that striker position for St. Albans. Mason Ekstrom trying to make something happen. Got a couple substitutions going in. Brady Blackwell going in for St. Albans. Furlong and Tolliver going in for the Spartans. Lucas makes those substitutions and moves a couple of the pieces around. Looks like Furlong's going back to play defense. Mija's coming up, playing a more offensive role. Looks like Dolan is at the top now. Oh. All right, Wagner gets tripped up. We get the call. It's going to be a free kick right at midfield.
I think Coach Lamont's yellow card got the boys pumped up.
Yeah, I think it did what he intended it to do. Coach
Similar
Lucas
to a technical in basketball on the coach. And
oh, number 9 is just being overly physical, throwing his elbows around. I appreciate being physical, but that just seems egregious, but they play on, no call. Mija Dolan trying the 1-2. Nick White with a beautiful ball across the field, far post, handball. I didn't think you could protect yourself at this age group with your hand. Tolliver somehow got tripped. Ream to Wagner. Wagner with pressure coming on quickly. Turns it around, does a little pullback, gets it to Tolliver. Ream gets it over to Furlong. Furlong finds Nick White. Nick White controls it. Coming in. Now it's White and Dolan doing the 1-2. White sends it on to Mija. Dolan's about 40 yards out. Gets it over to Furlong, who's got a little space. He sends it over to Ream on the far right-hand side. Ream sends it into the box. Adam Seams coming on strong. We'll take the corner. Greenbrier East with a corner kick. Will Godby going in for Ryan Wagner. I know we're up 1-0, but I'd like to see some more green in the box. Oh, that through ball, there's the play that, oh, great play. We've seen the Spartans do that play before. They let it go through, and then Seams is there to clean it up. That's why there weren't more guys in the box. They knew what play was called. That's why I'm up here. All right, now they bring more guys into the box. This one, they're certainly, oh, Furlong missed. Oh, Furlong missed. Dolan had a chance. Godby had a chance. Wasn't able to get enough on it.
And he was out of the box.
This number 9 is causing some problems in the back. He's playing very aggressively. Oh, good 1-2 by Tolliver and Godby. Carter in the corner, gets around, free man in the box, does a nice little spin move, has a chance to get the cross off. Who's there? Oh, we got to be there. Tolliver with incredible individual effort to get that cross off. I'm surprised somebody wasn't there. That's all right. Mija was just off to the left-hand side.
I think Lucas is sick with himself after that one.
Yeah. Another goal would really help us out. Furlong holding boxing out like basketball. Yeah, that's a silly foul by St. Albans, especially by your captain. You got to know as good a free kick players that Greenbrier East has. That's a tough. You're putting your goal in a tough spot right here. You got to kick 25, 27 yards out. Looks like Mija's going to take it. That was a silly foul. Wasn't even close. Mija's going to take this kick. We've got Furlong, Seams, Godby, and Tolliver in the box. Dolan is secretly on the left-hand side. Gets it into Trusty. Trusty sends it far post. Great save by St. Albans goalie. Great save. How he saw that. There was about 8 bodies between Trusty and the goalie, and somehow.
Did he save that, or was it the goalpost?
I believe he saved it. It's a corner kick, so I think he saved it.
He did. He 100% did.
Ball goes out to Tolliver. That was a fantastic save by St. Albans keeper. This could easily be 2-0. Well done, keep. St. Albans bringing in a couple substitutions. One is Kyle Simpson. The other one is Ernest Williams. Brody Engelkheimer certainly put in a couple tough minutes up top. All right, let's see what happens. We've got just about 13 minutes left in the game. The refs have a couple hundred assistants on the sidelines, especially the Greenbrier student section's right behind Mija right now. Oh, clock stop.
Yeah, I think he's getting a card.
Yeah. St. Albans player must have said something. He must have disagreed. Cue the "you can't do that." There it is. That's a favorite cheer of student sections. So that's a yellow card on senior Jamison Atkins. A little far out to be too much trouble, but again, any free kick in your own side, put your goalie at a disadvantage. Just gives the other team too good of a chance. Everyone's lined up along the 18 box. Ball goes in. Mija with a great ball. That's a heck of a ball from Misha. He had the wind right at his back, and the goalie's looking right up into the sun. Again, nothing bad can happen when you get it on goal. So I don't mind that shot, especially if it creates a rebound. We had a couple guys there. All right, goal kick for St. Albans. They play it out wide to the right. Now they just boot it right to Nick White. Nick White fighting for it. You know, St. Albans, oh, all right. A little bit of an elbow.
Seems that Mr. Lamont's yellow card has worked again.
Yeah. No, sometimes that's what a coach has to do to fire a team up, to wake them up. Again, we mentioned before, the trap game between Woodrow Thursday, Hurricane next week. Team coming in that's 4-6. You just think you can just show up. And that's what it seemed like. That's how it seemed like the Spartans were playing the first 50 or 60 minutes. And Lucas said, I got to do something. And I don't mind that yellow card at all. Ball played into the box, but cleared out by St. Albans. Just booted out.
Now they have officially dropped all 10 in the box.
Yeah, it is crowded in there. Will Gobby with a nice ball. Oh, off the top right-hand post. Oh, my goodness, that would have been insane. Again, St. Albans just kicks the ball out. They're okay with just giving up a throw in. That was a heck of a shot by Gobby. He was about 25 yards out. Jason Ream plays it in. Again, nothing bad can come out when you play it in the box and you've got all these several defenders in there. Good things happen. So Tolliver throwing it into Gobby. Ream collects it, sends it over to Furlong. Furlong gives it to Seams. They do a little 1-2. Furlong touches away. Oh. All right, just a bunch. The ball just bouncing around there. Greenbrier East collects it, gets back in their normal formation. Ream. Oh, I didn't realize there's a player down. Whistle called. Again, in this heat, clock is stopped in this heat. A lot of times it's a cramp. Let's hope that's all it is. Both teams going to take this opportunity to get hydrated. Can't tell who that is, so I apologize. I can't give you a name. Good news is it does look like it's a cramp. That's a normal stretch for a cramp. It's hot. These kids have been running. I think it's always amazing. Greenbrier East has technology. It's always amazing to see how far these kids run. I'd say the average for a midfield or attacker is about 6 miles, and so there's no doubt that they're going to get tired and exhausted. And so, Josh, are your eyes better than mine? Is that number 11, Kyle Dent, freshman?
I think it's number...
No, I think it's 70. 70, Bradley Blackwell. I've mentioned his name several times today. Good news is he's walking off on his own power. He's trotting off. Looks like it's his right leg that's bothering him, but good news is he's able to walk off on his own power. All right, ref blows the whistle, brings everybody back in. We've got just over 10 minutes left. I guess at this point, Josh, you just try to come away with a win. Win's a win.
I agree.
Not the prettiest of wins. You got to give St. Albans credit. They've come up with a strategy that's really slowed down this high-scoring Greenbrier East Spartans. They've got one goal, and that's it. We're used to scoring a lot more than this, and so got to give credit where credit's due to St. Albans. They've done a nice job. They had a good game plan, and my guess is as video of these games becomes more and more readily available, other teams are going to see that and do the same strategy. And so it's up to Lucas, Todd, and Bren to figure out how else do we score goals. Furlong wins that free kick, gets it, sends it up to Dolan. Dolan drops it back to Gobby. Gobby takes his time and sends it back to Beveridge. Beveridge to Furlong. Furlong to Trusty. Trusty out wide to White. White to Furlong. Almost taken away. Mija on the right side. The student section trying to rile things up. Great through ball by Dolan to Seams. Seams getting boxed out. That goalie, Josh, you mentioned earlier the goalie being close to out of bounds, or being out of the box. From up here, it looked like he was stepping on the box when he kicked that ball, and so that's something for the side judge to pay attention to. Technical difficulties with the clock. Resetting it to 8:20. We're going to get it restarted on 8:20. All right. Ream throws it in. Gets taken away. Furlong with the steal. Sends it all the way across the field to Mija. Mija collects it. Dolan with a run to the corner. And then drops back. Oh. St. Albans gives it right back to Mija. Mija's looking for options. No one on East is moving. A lot of people just standing around. Chase sends it up and over. I don't blame him. He didn't have anybody pass it to because nobody was moving, and he said, you know what, I'm going to take a shot. Again, the goalie, St. Albans goalie Midkiff, will be looking directly into the sun, and so you never know. But I'd like to see a little bit more movement up top, Josh. All 5 or 6 Spartans were sort of staring at Mija, waiting for him to do something. St. Albans takes it, sends it in. They've got 3 guys up top. Mason Ekstrom tried to keep it in, but unable to. Ron Wagner coming in for Will Godby. Oh. Will's had a bunch of great minutes the other night against Woodrow. He's had a bunch of good minutes here today. Had that one shot that hit the post, and that would have been awesome. All right, gets bouncing around, back to Nick White. Oh, Dawson somehow able to get it through. Through ball to Carter Tolliver. He's on sides. He sends it over to Chase. Chase plays it through. I would have loved to seen Tolliver keep that. He looked like he had a bunch of green open space in front of him. This Spartans team is very unselfish, but that I would like to see him be a little bit more selfish. I'm guessing my color partner would as well.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, he had it. Mija had somebody right on him. Good ball nonetheless by Seams. Turnover by the Spartans. It's 2-on-2 coming back. Drew Beveridge with a nice play. Kicks it, trying to save it. Don't. Oh, all right. Kicks it off of White, so it's going to be a green throw. Furlong tried to head it. Goes out of bounds. St. Albans with a quick throw. Dawson tries to clear it out. It gets out to the man with the cast. Caden Midkiff just checked into the game. Yeah, number 22. I appreciate how aggressive he's being, but it's obviously over aggressive. So I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you got to be smart about it. And you had the ball down in your side of the field, or in the east side of the field. You don't want to just give it back to him. East kicks the ball out of bounds. It's a White throw. Gets it into Bobby. Bobby uses his body well to guard it. Luke Dolan going in, sends a big ball to Chase Mija. The goalie sort of came and then went back into the goal. Mija's able to get it and collect it. Oh, what a move. He gets pulled down. How is that not a foul? Oh, that Lucas Lamont does not like that. There could have been 2 fouls committed against Mija there. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
That was a beautiful ball by Dolan. Incredible effort by Mija to track that ball down. Meg, the defender, got it back, cut it back in towards the middle, and then was taken down not once but twice. And neither time was called. Ryan Wagner with the kick, way over the goal. Almost about to hit. Carter Tolliver was good effort to keep it in bounds. Caden Midkiff trying to contain Ekstrom. Ekstrom with a good ball into, Furlong. Shoulder to shoulder, but Ekstrom, I think his momentum was going one way, and it looked worse than I think it was, but I do think it was a foul. St. Albans with a free kick. This is Benjamin Blackwell, senior, with a big ball right over the net. Good ball, but just over the net. Cochran was there. Had it been probably 2 feet lower, I'm confident he could have deflected it up over the net, but good news, he didn't have to, and now Cochran takes the free kick. Cochran gets it to Tolliver. Tolliver with a nice turn, sends it into open space. I don't think Adam thought it was going to get there. It did. We're just under 3 minutes. Furlong tries to get it. They're trying to just send the ball. At this point, we would just take a win as a win. We will just take a win. All right. St. Albans probably showing some of that frustration. We're going to stop the clock again. St. Albans coach not happy. He suggested that the ref put the whistle on his mouth, and there's a yellow card for them. Maybe he's trying to do the same thing Lucas did, get his team fired up. They've got to be frustrated. Again, their record does not indicate the caliber of team they are. This is a much better team than 4-6. They've played hard today. They haven't given up. The coach should be proud of that. They've not given up at all.
I will say that both coaches have gotten a yellow card today, so that typically leans towards something.
Yeah, it's been a tough fought game, and again, 1-0. Any of these calls, whether they're made or not, can really change the outcome of the game. Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes remaining. There's our 2-minute warning. Dolan gets it up to Mija, just at about midfield. Mija sends it over to Furlong. Furlong looking to switch fields, gets it over to Adam Seams. Adam gets it over to Tolliver. Tolliver tries to give it back. Again, Adam draws a lot of attention. Caden Peter Furlong with a big turnover, gets back. Drew Beveridge there to recover. The whole team needs to get back to recover. Caden contains him nicely. Ryan Wagner goes down for a slide tackle. Plays all ball, gets all ball, able to tip it away. Crisis averted. That was dangerous. Tolliver playing with it, got to get rid of it. Can't have turnovers this end of the field, guys. Beveridge just sends it over towards the fairgrounds. Ball boys quickly get another ball back in play, much to the chagrin of East. Harmless roller into Cochran. Coming up on 30 seconds remaining. Cochran with a great boot. That's a 60-yard boot. 22 plays it nicely. It's going to go out of bounds. Not the prettiest of games today, but again, a win's a win. Greenbrier East has several days before their next game. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over. Final score, Greenbrier East 1, St. Albans 0. Josh, Nick, it was a pleasure to do this game with you. I wish we had a little more action to cover and scream about, but it was a good battle. It was two teams that fought really hard. One came out with the strategy. St. Albans came out with that strategy to slow the offense down of East, and I would say it worked.
Yeah,
and
totally did.
Yeah, definitely worked. But St. Albans should definitely walk off the field with their head high. And so the next opportunity to see Greenbrier East is going to be back here at Spartan Field on Thursday night at 7:30 against Hurricane. Josh Hurricane comes in with scoring an insane amount of goals. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a tough one. I think that'll be by far our toughest game of the year.
Hurricane's got a good squad.
Yeah.
I remember we went there last year, and it was senior night. So we started out the game, and we thought, okay, we're fine. We're going to hang with these boys. And after about 10 minutes, they made one massive substitution and brought all the sophomores and juniors in, and it was a different ball game.
Yeah, no, they're a good team, well coached as well. And again, you look at the results in the paper, and they are scoring a lot of goals. And so we have that to look forward to. Greenbrier East goes over towards the fans, giving everybody a clap and a cheer. I know the parents, grandparents, girlfriends, everybody appreciates the effort. Everyone would have liked more goals, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So, again, thank you to all our sponsors, and we appreciate you watching, and we will see you next game.
Thursday night.